Shout out to everybody in the room. Appreciate y'all. You know what time it is. It's time for love and order. I am your host, Judge Vibes. Judge Vibes, ladies and gentlemen. Order in my court, please. Order in my court. Order in my court. About to get it cracking. Shout out to everybody in the building. We appreciate you. Pulling up for the pull up. If you are a judge in today's case, please box up for me, please. And this shout out to my bailiff. I really appreciate my bailiff right now. Thank you so much, Nikki 24/7, aka do not call her not too much on the Nikki, but not too much on the 24/7. But Nikki 24 across the board. She is talented, y'all. She's talented. Shout out to you, Nikki. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Love and Order, the show where relationship disputes are put on trial and justice is served with a twist. I'm Nikki 24/7, and I am your bailiff for today's proceedings. In this courtroom, presided over the esteemed Judge Vibes, we delve into the heart of relationship dilemmas, giving each side a chance to present their case and argue their points. Today, we have a particularly relevant issue that many couples face: household expenses. Oh my God, y'all, we talking about the money today. So you are going to want to grab your pens and paper and take notes, because you might get a couple of pointers to have some arguments in your own household. On one side, we have a partner who believes that both should pay equally, contributing to household expenses for fairness and partnership. On the other side, we have an argument that contributions should be based on income levels, as one partner earns significantly less and feels the burden of equal contributions. Now remember, anything and everything you say in this courtroom can and will be held against you. I run a tight ship, so stay in line, present your arguments clearly, and most importantly, respect the court, respect Judge Vibes, and your fellow contestants. If you don't, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court with Judge Vibes, and we're gonna get you out of here, all right? So let's get started. Pass it over to Judge Vibes. I'm gonna be in the comments making sure we're all cool with our vibes, and let's have a great show.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, all rise. We're here to hear both sides equally. We're here to hear both sides balanced. Please be sure to keep all disrespectful things outside of my courtroom. I thank y'all. I appreciate you. And also be sure to have fun and enjoy yourself at the same time. But I want you to be able to hear both sides equally and balanced, to where we're going to find out who is going to win this case. Coming to the box right now, we have the judges of the case. Coming up right now, we have Smiley J. We have Toxic, Mr. Toxic himself. Give him a quick briefing about yourself. Tell him about yourself real quickly, and we will get this case going.
Hey y'all, I'm Smiley J. I've been judging people for 36 years, so I am not new to this. I am true to this. Y'all can catch me in the mornings from 9 to 12 and at night from 9 p.m. to midnight.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary Got It Poppin'. I am the CEO of the Got It Poppin' Support Squad on the app, and it's a brand off the app. I am an event planner, so that's where Got It Poppin' came from, like many years ago. So I am a streamer. I stream from, we hit challenges within the squad. We pop around the app and do a lot of shows, especially lately. Here we are today.
Good morning, everybody. You know, info W, not for the weak, Toxic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Vibes. Y'all just got to kiss me when you kiss me. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ready.
Let's go. Shout out to all my judges. If I get my judges the box down, they're going to be in the comments. Looking, presiding the whole entire case. We appreciate you, Mary Got It Poppin' from the Poppin' family. We appreciate Smiley J, and we appreciate my guy Toxic. This is Toxic and Smiley J's second episode, so we appreciate you returning, and we enjoyed your energy. Making sure we have good energy throughout my courtroom, because if you don't have good energy, guess what we're gonna do? Hold you in contempt. We're gonna hold you in contempt of court, and we're gonna remove your Yeah, I can't cuss because it's a feature. Shout out to everybody in the building. If everybody in the building that's came to pull up on me, I appreciate that. Pull up on the case. We appreciate this. This presented by Honor Family and the Idea Collaborative of Miss Ness herself. Let's go. We're gonna make it happen, y'all. Now about to pull up my contestants one by one. We got my brother Fame in the building. Top Badge Fame. Hey, hold on. Let me reintroduce you again. Top Badge Fame in the building, coming in here with the with the knowledge and the wisdom and all the good stuff, man. Shout out to Fame, my brother, always popping in here and always showing big love, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for everything you do. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and you know what I'm saying, we'll get it popping real quick. No pun intended, don't get it.
It's your boy Fame, man. I got a feature show every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Me and Top Badge homie Rello. Come tap in and see who's telling the truth. And you can come and catch me at the G Code, tag cheat code right after that, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. And then I also created the Sheet Code on here that goes down on Saturdays, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm also one half of the Sports Sunday group. That's just 10. So make sure that y'all come and tap in on with me on IG.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Miss Divine. You can catch me every Saturday morning for my featured show, Divine Living. It's a personal growth and wellness show where we talk about being well. That's every Saturday morning, except for this Saturday because I won't be there, at 11 a.m. But check me out.
Hi, guys. My name is Stormy. I'm a new streamer. So I don't have any future shows. I don't have any games. I don't have nothing. It's just me, guys. It's just me.
As Grand Rising, everybody that's in here, or good evening to him overseas. But I know it's courtroom, so I figured we had to dress. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to look like I had
my bad.
$2 to rub together. Like they be coming. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday was Sunday. So
all right, let me go get your
ass. You feel me? Hey, yo. My boy Vibes, you know, bald beanie head man, and invited me out, so you know I had to do it. My brother called me, so I said, "Let's get it. Let's get it popping."
I'm gonna put you in contempt.
Hey, dude. Hey, I've been held by worse. Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, but I stream when I stream. Like, okay, I got a show on. We got a show on Sunday. Slang with me with Coco Melon, and then tonight, Landlord Monday, and Keeping It French Live. But other than that, just catch me.
We're gonna do things a little bit different today. We're gonna actually deliberate with both teams in the live at the same time. So we're not going to box down or box up. We're gonna deliberate to give an opportunity for the other team to object if they see any objections. But you're only allowed one objection per round. One objection per round, you know. One objection per round you're only allowed. Really good, because we're on a time constraint. So shout out to both sides. Team one. You have your case already. You already know what you're presenting. And team two, you already know what you're presenting as well. So go ahead and present team one. Go ahead and present your first opening arguments.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. So today we're going to discuss some critical information. Some critical information on the concept of relationships and finances. I have 3 points that I have prepared and delivered to you this morning. The first point on critical relationships and finances. Now, a lot of times we want to say that these things, the finances are everything to a relationship. But there are some other things in this too. I know that we're talking about finances today. But what I want to point out is that in finances, this promotes teamwork, accountability, responsibility, and wellness. When we have fairness, the equal distribution, distribution of finances. I was like, what's the word? Distribution of finances. It shows that we can be a team player, not just to the things that take money, but also the management of the home. This also, when it comes to accountability, it shows us that the balance of doing things equally allows us to do goal planning for our future, planning for things that are happening now. Yeah, that's where I want to go with it so far. So it's teamwork, accountability, responsibility, and goal setting.
All right, shout out to Open Statements, Mr. Divine. We appreciate you. I believe we're going to go to your teammate. That's
I agree with everything she said except for the pronunciation of the word distribution. Everything else I agree with. I will also add communication. So we're gonna practice enunciating distribution.
It was done. It was a mix up at first. Don't get hung up on one thing. We on the same team.
Now, baby girl, I said communication, so I'm communicating to you that I thought that was funny. However, I also want to communicate to you that I may not have gone the distance successfully in all of my previous relationships. I like you, and I want you to help me with that. So communicate with me so we can distribute the love in the relationship with those finances as well.
Okay, so what we supposed to be, going to battle about is pretty much the lack of financial stability. Everybody can't contribute the same.
Okay.
Now say you got a way better job. You making 6 figures or something like that, and I'm just making 5 figures. Why should I have to contribute the same way that you contribute? Why should I?
Right.
What if your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you live in, I can't uphold? How is that fair? How is that fair? How is that fair to me? How is that fair to me? You got 5-figure bills and I make 5 figures. Why I can't keep up with you? But you decided to be with me. So at the same time, it's like, hey, what are we doing here? We got to talk about things. You know what I mean? We already know that in relationships, finance is the main problem in a lot of relationships. But it's really because I feel like people don't get it in their head that they don't look at the facts that, hey, this person not capable of keeping up, but I chose to be with them. So why should it be my responsibility to, you want to go out and get the Benz, but I only got enough money for a Kia, but you want me to pay equal? Like, make it make sense. You chose to get the Benz. Why should I? You chose to go and get a mansion, knowing that I work at McDonald's. Like, make it make sense here.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Stormy, what you got to say?
I totally agree. I agree. The finances are not the same. Everybody's living is not the same. And I honestly think that some people live above their means just to impress the other party. You feel me? Just to impress their significant other. And then that's how financial arguments start, financial disputes. Like, I agree. I completely agree. Yeah.
Understood. So that's the closing of opening arguments for both teams, team 1, team 2. That concludes the opening argument section of round 1. So now we're going to step right into round 2, where you're going to present the evidence that's going to precede your opening statements to prove your sides and prove make sure you're not contradicting yourself in your opening arguments. Please keep it clean and make sure that you present the best evidence of the court to proceed the great ruling that will also favor you. So go ahead, team 1, present. Remember, every round you have 1 objection. Every team has 1 objection. So therefore, team 2 can object during your opening statements. So I'm sorry, during your evidence. So go ahead, team 1, starting with whichever one starting first. Go ahead and do your thing. I appreciate y'all.
I contribute to, you got different money, you got different finances, it's a dispute, and we want to, I don't know. So look, you like me, I like you, we want to make this work together, and we're adults. If you want to open your mouth and communicate that you need love, you need certain things, obviously we have a house, we have things to pay for. Information comes down and we argue back and forth and then people break up. But instead of that, instead of having any type of disputes, whether it comes to money, whether it comes to kids, whether it comes to whatever, sitting down, talking about it, distributing your assets, distributing your liabilities. Pass that out. We together, right?
That's right.
We talked about everything, right? Let's pass this out. Everybody gets a job. Everybody does something to contribute to the collective happiness of what we're building. If you are no longer buying into that happiness, like the arguments are popping up more, there's less money to go around, of course everybody's going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your last dollar, and now you got to split it 4-5 ways. Of course you're going to be upset, because now everybody gets a dime. Then you got to factor in tax. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody forget about tax. Don't nobody forget about all of that good stuff. So, with all that being said, we have so much issues when we go out in the world as people of color. When we come inside, there shouldn't be no disputes. I'm not saying getting run over, but your significant other definitely needs to have that benefit of the doubt. So there's less disputes and more, disputing good stuff. That's just my thing. Teammate,
definitely, I agree. It keeps the balance. It keeps it balanced. When things are equal amongst each other, not like I stated in our opening statement, not just financials are equal, but the equal management of the entire household it all falls in together. The other side was trying to argue about, getting a mansion over here, a mansion over there. And when you're in a relationship with someone, it's what we desire, not what I wanted or what they wanted. It's what we desire. So when you split things equally, it keeps that balance. That's what also promotes teamwork. This is a team. Our family is a team. We built this as a team. There's no one greater than the other. It doesn't matter if I have a different career choice than he or she may have. The equal part is also in supporting in each other's career, supporting in if there's children, supporting in all of that. That's what the finances actually add up to. When we talk about accountability, when you have things that are equal, then it shows, hey, I can do my part. I'm not waiting to see if you got it, if I don't have it. We know what we got to come up with. Go out and make it happen. So that's why I think that it also promotes wellness. If you ever check out Divine Living, we talk about wellness and the 8 dimensions of wellness. And one of those is financial. One of the 8 dimensions of wellness is financial. And financial wellness, it promotes not just now, but in the future. Know your finances so you know what retirement plans look like, your savings plans, getting out of debt, and all that kind of stuff. It reduces stress.
Thank you. Hey, shout out to team 1 who got it done, getting it done. Now we're gonna go to team 2. If you have one objection per round. Again, you have 1 objection per round. So let's keep it clean, y'all. Keep it clean. This is Recorded Show. I appreciate it too. And shout out to team 1 for their opening for their evidence. Now we're gonna go to team 2's evidence. Let's get it.
You want to get it cracking, Stormy?
Okay, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what the other team said, number 2. Okay, so you guys say it's equal. Well, it's not equal because in reality, money buys love. Y'all say money can't buy love. Money buys love because without money, y'all not in love no more. Once that fund start going down and you guys start having disputes about who paying this bill, who paying that bill, who finna buy food, who paying the car note, who paying the phone bill, the cable bill need to stay on because y'all know we need to watch Netflix. So who paying that? Now we disputing. Now it's an argument. We not in love no more. We mad because we broke. So it's never like, I don't think it's never always equal. It's never an equality to a finance when you're in a relationship. I don't think so. Because I work for the post office. But I got a man that's a truck driver. He makes 10 times more than me. So I can never live up to his means. I'm not gonna go in his life and be like, oh, I can adapt to your lifestyle knowing dang well I don't have that type of money. So no, I don't think it's equal. I think, honest to God truth, it's not such a communication thing. It's such a pride thing. We pride in having more money than the other significant other. I pride in having more money than my man. You pride in having more money than your woman. Because you got to think about it. When you meet a man, do he always have money? No, he's at his lowest point. He's down. He's broke. He's looking for uplifting. He's looking for help. So when you have your money in your...
The way I feel is that nothing in relationships financially are equal. I mean, we got to you make this amount, I make that amount. Where's the equality in the amounts of money that we make? So what I'm going to say is I do feel like you should cater to that. like y'all was saying, I do make the point of communication is the key, but we're talking about finance. Communication got to go both ways. You know, in order for you to make your argument, you got to communicate. In order for me to make my argument, you got to communicate. That's the only thing that's equal in a relationship is communication. And sometimes that ain't even equal. You know what I mean? But like I said, finances are different. Like the things that you're trying to obtain may burden me. And I have to communicate to let you know, like, hey, this is too much. This is not in within my range. You know what I'm saying? And if you want that, you can have it. And I help you. But I'm only willing to put up this much for that. This is what you desire. Like I just said, you want that Benz, you can get that Benz. That might be out of my bracket. That might be out of my bracket. What if I wanted the Kia? You know what I'm saying? What if I wanted the Kia? I'm supposed so now because you want the Benz, I wanted the Kia. I'm supposed to pay $5,000 for the car. You know what I'm saying? When the Kia only costs $20, that's an extra $30,000. So you proportion that off. How we gonna proportion that off then? You know what I'm saying? I don't want Disney Plus. I'm supposed to pay for Disney Plus? No, I don't want Disney Plus. But I gotta help you. I gotta go in half with you for this $12. Man, listen, man. I'm about to give you $3 on that. $3 on it. What are you talking about? Like, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I rest my case though. Equality is not in relationships, and that's the reason why so many people have these dysfunctional relationships. Yes. They don't know what to do because they think that, hey, because I can do this, you should be able to. And then too much so is, well, because I was able to obtain this, you should be able to obtain it. That's not the absolute truth. My life pattern or lifestyle may not allow me to do that. Say you got a degree in something, you can already acquire a better job. Say I don't. That's you end up getting with me. It's not my fault. Now I get it. I could go to school and get higher learning and you know what I'm saying, and slowly progress. But initially that take how many years? 4 years. 4 years. 2 to 4 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's even time. So now you got to deal with 2 years or more of the lower me until I can attain more. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, life ain't about status. It ain't about equality with finances because finances just ain't equal, man. They're just not equal.
Shout out to Team 1 and Team 2 for their evidential rounds, round 2. Now we're not done yet, but I wanted to interject and say this. And it's something for the audience and in the comments to think about this as we go forward. I'll be asking y'all about your response later on in the show. Do finances make a big impact on relationships? Do they truly? Because, you know, these days in time, financial burden or financial ups and downs are going to come, whether you like it or not. I don't care what status you in. I don't care if you upper echelon, 1% or 2%. They're going to come. So how much of a percentage of your relationship will define your relationship? I mean, to me, I think, well, I'm not gonna tell you what I think because this is a courtroom and I don't want to be biased. So we're going to continue with those arguments. Fox, you got something to talk about?
Oh yeah, I was answering the question unless you were going to do your thing.
Fox, you got.
Can you hear me?
No, you go ahead. No, we'll go ahead. We'll go. I can hear you. Yeah.
I feel like finances are as big a role in the relationship as you are, right? Because you can start a relationship from a kid standpoint, like middle school, high school, they getting boyfriend, girlfriend, sweethearts, and then they grow up. So, and then when you get older, your relationship status and how you go about dating is gonna be a little different. So back when I was a teenager trying to, you know what I'm saying, go to the 6th grade dance, or not a teenager, like, you know, I was a kid trying to go to that little dance or whatever. Shut up, don't look at me like that. When I was a kid trying to go to the dances and get a little girlfriend and get my little feels on, I ain't had no dead doggone money. Not my money. My pops had money. My moms had money. They would give me that. Then as I got older, started taking them out, then it was my money. You know what I'm saying? So no. But did those relationships last? No. Could they be based on financial? Maybe. But it depends on how you lead. Like I said, are you communicating? Are you distributing all of what you need to distribute to your significant other. You know what I'm saying?
That was the opening statements from both teams. Team 1, Team 2. If y'all concluded y'all's evidential statements, we're going to go straight into closing arguments. Real quick briefing. Shout out to everybody. This is also this courtroom is brought to you by the Pull Up. It's a good little community being built over there. We appreciate you. Shout out to the Pull Up, which I built myself. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna go into third round right now. We're gonna go into closing arguments. Make sure we continue to keep them clean, y'all. So this is your last time to prove your argument is being substantial and making sure that you close this case out with your team being the winner.
All I'm saying is Team 2 didn't get us ready for in a relationship. Like, no Diddy, a relationship with Top Badge fame seems kind of hectic. Over there making 6 figures, baby girl, he making 5. Now you got 5-figure problems. All 99 problems, but 5 figures at once type stuff. All I'm saying is don't do that. Stormy, she working at the post office. She gonna come home and get postal on you because you ain't distributing the finances and we having disputes over these finances. That's all I'm saying. Don't do that. Now, hell, if you want to come, sit down, get talked to like an adult by Mr. Vine or Mr. Fox, we can definitely do that because that's what it is. We like to talk to you. I'm very empathetic. Talk to me, baby. Tell me a story. I'm not saying I'll believe you little freaking liar, you pretty little liar, but come talk to me. I love it. It gives me content. It gives me communication, baby. You silly little rabbit. Come talk to me because tricks are for children or kids, not I. So, come frisk a fox. Come let me know what's up. Be behind my ears. Tell me a little story. Get my little leg going. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's all I got to say. Communication is key to any situation to avoid disputes. Prioritize your peace.
Prioritize. Okay.
Prioritize. Just distribute the love. Distribute the D. Yeah, prioritize the peace.
Prioritize and distribution.
Whatever, Mr. Vine, you go.
I agree.
Shout out to Marcus Fox for the very charismatic presentation. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Let's go to somebody more civilized. Mr. Vine, go ahead and give your statement.
Just a little bit. Now look, I have to agree with some of the points that my teammate was making today. All in all, Team 2 talked about the fairness of things. When you talk about things being fair, it's more than financial. Like I stated in the beginning, it's more than the books. It's more about the cultivating of relationships, just like Jamarcus stated. It's the cultivating of relationships, the mutual respect, the shared responsibilities, all of those things. When you do this equally, it creates a bond. It creates a bond amongst each other where there isn't any confusion, where there can be a sense of unity, a sense of collaboration that reduces misunderstandings, that builds trust. And it ensures that within the partners that we have a shared future. It's all about the communication, like he stated, but the communication and the wellness of our finances is extremely important. It's just as important as our emotional well-being. It's just as important as our occupational well-being. Those are a few of the 8 dimensions that you'll learn about on Divine Living when we talk about the 8 dimensions of wellness. But finances, it offers accountability, transparency. It builds strength. It builds strength amongst this relationship. I stated in the beginning that I had 3 points to talk about in this.
Sorry.
3 points have been stated. 3 points the facts have been laid out before you. Equal financial responsibility promotes teamwork, accountability, responsibility, wellness, and goal setting. It promotes all of those. And without communication, there is nothing.
Shout out to California education system. We appreciate it. Team 1, Thank you for your closing statements. We will now proceed to Team 2 for closing door. We appreciate you. Who's gonna be starting? It's gonna be Fame or is it gonna be?
I started off. All right, so first off, I would like to say that Miss Divine said that she only agreed with some of her teammates' facts that he stated. We all heard it. And that's partly because she agreed with some of our statements also. And we agree with only the communication part, because we're talking about finance, so we can agree with communication is the key. And we're communicating that, hey, that equality that you're talking about don't exist. Financial equality does not exist in relationships. We make two different wages. Okay, I can see if you made 10,000 a year or 50,000 a year or 80,000, 90,000, and I make the same thing, then that's equal. But as soon as wages start to differ, there's no equality. So there's really no way that you can really make the balance unless balance things unless you're willing to take in from an equality standpoint. You have to lower your standards in order for us to be equal. I'm just saying, if you make $200,000 and you decided, so all of this talking conversation that we're talking about, if you make $200,000 and you decide to date somebody that only make $50,000, that was the choice that you made. Why you gotta have a pep talk with this person because of the way that they made? You decided to talk to that person who was making significantly less than you. That's your fault. Nobody else's fault but yours. So what we're saying is proportions in relationships. That's what you're gonna need to do. That's what it's gonna take. All right. Now I can put up this amount through communication. I can tell you that I can put up this amount, but you're willing to put up this amount. Then okay, that's what you were willing to do, and that's not equal. That's proportion and different. That's maybe 80-20 or 70-30 or 60-40. Like, you know what I'm saying? But whatever it takes communication wise and financial wise to make the relationship work is more so what we're talking about. All right, that's what we're talking about. And you can take it away, Stormy.
I'm gonna take it home. We're gonna come back to California for a second. So look, y'all ever pay attention to the homeless people and wonder why they so happy? Why they just don't care? Like, they not worried about finances. Their relationships work. They be with each other through thick and thin, rain, sunshine, snow, poor, everything. They don't care. They even go get a dog. They make sure that dog is fed. They make sure that they eat, but they love each other. That's completely understandable. No money, no finance. Their communication is good. Their responsibilities are good. They take accountability for their actions. Cool. But that only works for broke people. Equality. Because when y'all equal, y'all broke. So y'all accept it. Y'all satisfied. But in reality, if you have a man and you get with that man and he's making way significantly more than you, and your expectations are to lean on him, what happened when he loses his job? Are you still gonna love him? Are you gonna bicker and argue and let him know how much money he doesn't have and how he can't pay that bill and how he can't get that car note paid or how he can't go to job and work overtime? Basic conversations. Communication is key, right? That's the number one argument in America. The number one argument. Let a person lose their job and come home and tell that girl you lost your job. You think she's gonna be like, oh, baby, it's okay. You don't have to work. You can go lay on the couch. No, it's gonna be a responsibility for you to get your butt up and go find another job. And what if you can't find that high-paying job anymore? What if you gotta go work as a freaking crossing guard? Now you only work 4 hours a day. Now you only get paid, what, once a week? Like, then what? You think she's still gonna love you? You think that equality is still gonna be there? No. And I'm gonna close it with that.
That was the closing arguments by both Team 1 and Team 2. I'm going to go into my last deliberation comment that sums up everything, and then we're going to, while the jury gets ready to come up, we're going to have our hater juror come up and give the verdict and see who won this case. But first, I'm your Judge Vibes, and this is Love and Order. We appreciate everybody. It's episode 2. We have our dopest teams. You know, we have our dopest team. We have Mr. Vine, Jamarcus Fox on one team, and we have Top Badge Fames and Top Badge, future Top Badge Stormy in the building. Shout out to Mr. Vine and shout out to Top Badge Fox in the building. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. But this is my last statements featuring both of arguments. Hey, we all feel that in today's time, financial burdens come a dime a dozen. Every relationship you know with a man, and every relationship you've been in had before, or whether you're in it right now, or you're going to go to the future, understand that finances are important. But should finances be the most important? That's what you got to understand. But that becomes with defining standards and boundaries with the partner and the person you choose to love. Make sure you have a clear understanding of what both of you want most out of your relationship. Understand that there are other goals that can build financial support and financial goals together. You can do it together. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you determine where you hold that in the statement of importance when it comes to your relationship. It's completely up to you. Everybody's relationship dynamic is different. And we all know that money is distributed unequally or equally in relationships. Shout out to both teams that came in here represent. Hey, Stormy came in there sliding with, at first I was kind of skeptical about Stormy at first, but then now Stormy came in with that California education and you know what? Not too much, okay? Not too much on Cali love. You feel me? I appreciate you, Mr. Vine. Always a flower in my life. Appreciate you. Mr. Fox always coming here slides. You know what? Always in my fellow Virgo brother. And Stormy coming in with the thunderstorms, with the great arguments, and then everything is summed up because it becomes famous when it comes to fame. I appreciate all my team, both teams on both sides. What a great case, great presentation. We appreciate y'all. This has been Love and Order. Now we're going to go into the deliberation part where I don't know if my jury is ready to present the verdict. All right. We need a representative from the jurors to come up, please. Jurors, come up.
This courtroom, it was a heated debate though. We can tell when we talk about money, things get a little funny, okay? People don't play about their money, but we love what happened here in this courtroom. Look, the jury has came back. They already deliberated. The verdict is in.
The verdict is in, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Okay, before we see the verdict, I'm gonna bring one person up from the comments and this Chakra Energy to tell her take on what she heard today.
Okay, happy Monday, y'all. What I'll say about the topic is both sides definitely, made some great points. Thank you, Stormy. I love what Fame and Stormy was talking about as well. Like, you decided, you chose this person to go into this with. So why, and then Stormy's take on it is like finances are important. Like, how can we survive if we're struggling on this and on that? My take on it is a little different. My mindset is, we expect everyone to come to us bow tied, wrapped all perfectly. And we want to throw in the towel very quick when something happens. Like, the people that are strongest in relationships have gone through things and overcome it. Just because I go through a financial setback, that may be just for a season. That doesn't mean that I want my partner to abandon me because I can't provide in this season. I would want that man to stand behind me the same way I would stand behind him if he's going through something. That's not fair to just dispose of someone just because, they're going through it at that time. You guys that person was paying those bills. That person was helping you in that household. So now it's, he ain't making the money, get out. I don't want to, let's divorce. Like, I feel like that's why we don't have real love, real, connection real, longevity in our relationships. Because why would you just dispose of the person that you say you love? You're not in love with that person. You're in love with their pockets and what they could do for you. Because if that person broke their leg today and they had to sit down for a little bit, how would you treat him? How would you treat her? So we really got to take a mindset on what are we really getting out of our relationships, because money is not everything. When that you're growing old with that person, it's still going to be you and them. So think about that. That money is going, you can have all the money in the world, but you still may not be happy. It's that love and that home that keeps you guys motivated to keep going. You feel me? So that's my take on it, y'all. I love, what I'm saying? That's all I had to say. Bye.
Big Chakra Energy. Shout out to Big Chakra Energy. We was on her show last night. We had a good time. It was the Family Affairs show. We appreciate you. We're going to go into the deliberation is over, and now the verdict is in. The verdict is in, ladies and gentlemen. We got Nikki 24/7 coming. My bailiff in the building. I appreciate you. Shout out to Nikki 24/7.
All right, so the verdict is in. We will ask that the jury please come up to read the verdict. Now, I need everyone to remain calm in the courtroom once the verdict is read, okay? We will have no shouting. We will have no cursing. We will have none of that happening here, all right? Get your bands, get your peoples, and come in here with respect. Is the jury ready?
Are we ready for our verdict? Are we ready for our verdict?
Okay, man, this trial was a good one. We talked about money. We talked about finances and relationships, y'all. Okay, so we had 3 different rounds. I'm going to start with the criteria. So the first one was clarity of argument. So we went with team 2. Both contestants, we scored those higher than team 1. Okay, persuasiveness. Man, you guys were good with persuasive, giving your arguments and your points, you guys. Man, Jamarcus, man, you had it very entertaining for team 1, while Divine, man, her points were very clear and direct. So with that being said, we still scored team 2 higher in persuasiveness and presentation style. Man, all of you guys were lit, okay? Everybody had their own way of communicating their point of view. So with that being said, we also went with team 2, y'all. Okay, round 2, evidence and examples. We scored that a little higher for team 2 as well. So let me keep going. Persuasiveness, engagement, and response to host questions. For team 1, you guys got that. You guys responded to the host very, very well. Persuasiveness, we gave that again to team 2. Fame and Stormy, man, they shared their points a little clearer than you guys. So going to round 3, summary of key points, emotional appeal, final persuasiveness, respect, and professionalism. We scored team 2 contestants, Fame and Stormy, exactly the same, with a total final score of 48 for team 1, contestant number 1, Fame, and contestant number 2, Stormy, with a 48. And team 1, man, your final scores were in the 30s, but that's okay. We, the jury, find the winner to be team 2, both contestants, with a score of 48. Okay, you guys all did well. And Jamarcus, man, very entertaining. So that's our verdict, and it is what it is. That's where we stand.
CEO, got it poppin', family, Mary got it poppin'. We thank you for that verdict, and shout out to all my judges, Smiley J, Toxic, King Toxic, and Mary got it poppin' for that deliberation. We thank you for the verdict. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all. This is Journals of Court. We appreciate you. I am your judge / host, Vibes. You have just witnessed the court case of everybody. It was sometimes we go through love, but sometimes we need order. This is the case, and this is the courtroom where you come and get it. And shout out to just Love and Order with your host Vibes. We thank y'all for joining us, presented by the Honor Family and the Idea Vision collaboration of Miss Nest